The kids know, and they're okay.
Things really aren't going to be that different because we're going to continue living together.
Why would you get divorced if you still want to live together?
We're not going to be living together. We're going to switch off every other week.
Right.
It is a new comedy debuting tomorrow night on ABC called Splitting Up Together, and we want you to pay close attention to the young man who plays Mason, because tomorrow night the folks in Bedford, Indiana, to our northwest, all tuning in to watch. This is his big break.
We're pulling the plug.
Do not resuscitate.
We had a good run, but we're halting production.
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
It is a show with stars you know: Jenna Fisher from The Office, Oliver Hudson from Scream Queens, and the executive producer of the comedy, none other than Ellen DeGeneres.
I'm literally only shirtless because there's no clean laundry.
Shut up, traitor.
A name you'll get to know on the show, the curly-headed teenager who plays Mason. So tell me how big of a deal it is to you.
It's a really big deal because I've been working, been working up to this point for 11 years now. So I've been acting since I was 3. And
I Skyped with actor Van Crosby and his mom Stephanie out in California, where they've lived for years. But the 15-year-old teenager considers Bedford, Indiana home.
a lot of my family lives in Indiana still, so I mean that's where all my family is, and so I consider it home. And I don't really exactly feel like I'm 100% California boy.
For as long as he can remember, Van has spent summers in Bedford, Christmas too, with his beloved grandparents and other family and friends. It's where Van's parents grew up, and Hoosier roots run deep.
Listen, we're just normal Midwest people. Both my husband and I grew up in Bedford, and we're just normal people. I owned a hair salon for 16 years. Never in a million years did we imagine, this kind of life.
Van has been acting since he was about 3, landing commercials first, but this sitcom by far his biggest break. Pretty heady stuff for a teenager, but he has ways to keep it in check.
I don't feel like I'm above anybody, because I just make sure that I realize that I'm just kind of a normal kid. It's just that my job just happens to be that I'm on TV.
Van says he's a lot like the character he plays on TV, happy-go-lucky. But this show comes with the twist: parents splitting up, but still together for the kids.
The kids know, and they're okay.
Things really aren't going to be that different because we're going to continue living together.
Why would you get divorced if you still want to live together?
Funny, yes, but delivering a serious message, too, about splitting up.
Clearly the message is that two parents can successfully divorce and get along and raise kids. And it's really awesome because I've been married before. My older kids are by my first husband, and we are incredible friends.
Van growing up in a blended family, a role he can relate to with his character Mason. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and they all know it. Written in the stars, his mom says, but don't call them Hollywood stars.
We are living proof that this happens to normal people. I mean, we're just little small-town people, and now my child is on giant billboards all over Sunset Boulevard promoting a new show that he's a series regular in. So it's just crazy. It's just wonderful.
And when things get a little crazy in life with the acting gig and the nerves kick in, Van has a way to cope. Is there any one thing you do when you get nervous to calm yourself down? Do you have a little trick?
I usually just make sure that I'm breathing.
That's a good one. Van, as you keep on breathing, here's to Bedford and all of Kentuckiana holding our collective breath, hoping this show is a big hit. And again, we know Bedford is celebrating Van's success with so much family there. They'll all be watching. Van says he doesn't have any real special plans with a viewing party in LA tomorrow night. He's taking it all in stride. Good for him. Seems like such a nice kid. The show airs tomorrow night at 9:30. He was just a very normal kid talking to him.
Well, I love to hear him say he's been acting since he was 3.
So it's kind of old hat to him.
Yes,
yeah, started with commercials and things like that. But this, as you know, a sitcom weekly. This is a big deal.
How old is he again now?
15.
15. He'll be around for a while.